Hello YouTube, welcome back to JoJoBF Fame. It's been a while since my last video, I'm sorry, it's just been a very busy week at school. But in today's video, I will be discussing one of the new game modes to Battlefield 1, Operations. Operations has easily become one of my favorite game modes in Battlefield 1. To me, it captures the essence of World War I frontline combat. For each operation is based off of an actual military campaign in World War I, and before and after each match it gives you historical tidbits about that campaign. This helps immerse you along with the sound effects, which just really immerse you during the game. When you hear your commander yell for you to charge, a whistle blows out through the air, and you see the rest of your teammates charging down a hill at the next set of objectives, it is just absolutely exhilarating. The game mode itself in Operations is a mix of Rush and Conquest. It is most like Rush in that each map is broken into sectors that are either attacked or defended by a team. It is like Conquest in that each sector has flags that must be captured to move on to the next sector. It is like itself and unique in that you cannot move on to the next sector unless all the flags in that sector are held by the attackers. But the defenders can retake flags in that sector that attackers have already taken. Once you move through all the sectors on one map, you advance to the next map in the operation. Operations take place over multiple maps. I believe right now there's only operations that have 2 or 3 maps in the operation. There's one with 3 and then the rest have 2 in them right now. The attackers get 3 battalions or attacks to advance through all the maps in the operations. In a standard 64-man server, I believe the attackers get 250 tickets per battalion, and so it's not that hard to go through all the maps, especially when you have 750 tickets, plus that doesn't add the tickets that you will regain by killing defending or retreating defenders, which I'll get into later. Anyway, vehicles are a big part of Operations, and they can easily turn the tide of the battle. There's also behemoths. I butchered that. But there's behemoths. The behemoths spawn if the attacker's battalion is repelled, or if the attackers advance through an entire map without losing a single battalion. So it's very hard for the defenders to get a behemoth, but it's kind of easy for the attackers to get one. But these things can easily sway the battle. They can capture points, kill everything in their path, and they're hard to take down. So you definitely want to focus on them. If you have them, conserve them. And if you're fighting them, take them out as soon as possible. You don't want to fight this thing any longer than you have to. So here are a few tips that I have to make sure that you win your operation. First, stay and defend after taking a flag if you're the attackers. So many times when I'm attacking, we take one of the flags in the sector and we go to the next flag just to find out that we just lost the flag that we have taken. So if you can, try to stay back and defend the flags that you have taken in a sector while you're attacking, because the defenders can go back and counterattack and retake that flag, which will create a situation where you have to fight on that sector longer and lose more tickets than you have to. So it would be to your advantage to stay back and defend flags that you have just taken. My next tip is to kill all defenders that are retreating. For every defender you kill while they're retreating from one sector to the next, you get 2 or 3 tickets onto your ticket total. This is amazing because it just adds more tickets to your total, and these tickets will just help you continue your fight. So kill as many of them as possible. And it's not hard to either, because if the defenders are still in the sector that you have taken, little HUD icons will pop up on your screen telling you where they are. So you know where they are, just go after them. You have nothing to lose. Revive, revive, revive is my third tip. It conserves tickets if you're attacking, and it keeps people in the fight if you're on defense, so that the attackers don't swarm an objective. This just helps in every game mode, but it's crucial in Operations where tickets are everything for the attackers, and keeping bodies on a flag is everything for the defenders. Switch classes based on what roles need filled on your team. This seems like a simple tip, but I don't see it happening enough on the battlefield. If your team needs a medic, switch to the medic class. If your team needs ammo, switch to the support class. Just do whatever is necessary to help your team win, because in the long run, it will help you. Use all the vehicles that your team has to change the momentum in the battle. This will help you immensely as well. Vehicles just absolutely rape in this game if you know how to use them right. There's just no other way to put it. Like, they just bend people over and just have their way with them. So just use all vehicles whenever you see them. And even if you're not good with a vehicle, there was always a time when somebody who is good with a vehicle wasn't. So just go for a little spin in it, try to get some kills, and do what you can. Well, that's a wrap for my video on the operations game mode. I hope that you found this video informative and enjoyed. If you liked this video, leave a like down below and subscribe as well. Until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield. Peace.
Days with thinking, when you fall everyone turns. Another day and you've had your fill of sinking, with the life held in your hands are shaking cold, these hands are meant to hold. When all you